Hey guys, Tater here. I'm just going to show y'all today how to fillet a bluegill brim. And so a lot of people, they make this a little more difficult than it really is, and it's not that difficult. I use a just old cheap knife from Walmart, one of these Rapellas. It's just a fillet knife. Just keep it good and sharp. Always sharpen it right before you fillet any of your brim or bass or anything like that, and always keep it sharp whenever you get finished. Clean it up. You know, whenever you're cutting on these guys and stuff, scales will get in between them. Just kind of wash the scales off, keep the scales and all that stuff off of them. But this bluegill, he's pretty big if you compare him to the knife and everything. He's pretty big size bluegill, and I'll do a smaller one for you and everything to just kind of show y'all how easy it is, really. With these, you know, brim, with bass, you have like a rib cage here, just like you do with a brim and everything. And a lot of people just try to start past the rib cage and then try to cut. But with a brim, it's kind of hard to do that because you're only going to get like a little piece of meat. So I do it a little bit differently, and I'm going to show y'all how to do that. So here it goes. So first off, I'm going to slide the fish here so y'all can see it. Right where the spot is at is where I usually try to make my cut, just a quarter of an inch or so. I cut it right there, and you don't have to cut. You just kind of cut till you hear bone, and you'll know. I mean, it's got a little grinding noise to it, and then you just kind of keep bringing your blade down to the belly, towards the belly. And you don't actually have to cut all the way into the belly. Just kind of cut all the way up to that back fin there, and kind of get you a nice little cut, and you'll hear the bone cracking under there. You don't want to cut into that. Okay, now the way we do it now is you take the tip of your blade here, and you turn it, and you actually just start cutting down the back side of the fish. And you want to hold this pretty securely so you don't slip or nothing like that and cut your hand. But you'll kind of hear the bone of the spine underneath the blade there. And just follow that line all the way to the tail. All you're going to do. And just kind of cut you a little access hole is what you're doing right here in this corner. Come up to this corner, just kind of cut a little access hole. Peel back that piece right there if you can see that. And then basically you can, this brim is really soft, like the skin can pull apart pretty easily. So right there where it's cut right there, just put your finger underneath there, watch for your blade, and just start following. And you'll see it kind of just start coming open. And you'll hear the rib, and when you hear the rib, just kind of turn your blade up a little bit. Just keep following. And then just follow your line all the way down. All you gotta do, just keep on going. You kind of hear that little cracking of them ribs and stuff. And if you get in a hard spot where it's harder to get, just kind of pull a little bit more. And it'll help loosen everything up. These things are slippery, so I always try to keep them as clean as possible when you're doing this. And it'll just kind of help you a little bit from slipping and maybe cutting yourself and all that stuff. And you can cut all the way down to the belly. Just try not to cut into the belly because there's a bunch of guts and stuff in there that you don't want. And cut right into the edge right here, down here near the belly. Kind of get you started there. You don't have to get down there. If you want to, you can. It's up to you. A lot of your meat is right up here in the very back, right there at that fin. Start at the bottom here. Kind of start your way, feel your rib cage, cut down towards the spine, cut all the way, cut just a little bit to where you have enough to flip it over. All you got to do is once you have this right there, get as close as you can, get your fingers all the way, push down, bend the blade. Bend the blade, push down, cut. And there you go. There's your nice little fillet right there for your brim that a lot of people wouldn't even think, would be here. I'm sorry, I got it in the camera there. Right there. I'm gonna take your brim, and you got that nice little fillet. You can feel it. Feel any kind of bones. You don't feel any bones in it, go ahead and put it in your little pan over there. And then you can do the other side easy. But I'm going to show you, I'll do this one later, but I'll show you a smaller one. Wash my hands off here. Just remember, kind of wash your hands. Keep your blade and all that stuff good and clean, and it helps. Now we're going to do a lot smaller one. Now this one's, a lot of people are like, man, I don't want to keep any small ones because, you know, they ain't got a lot of meat on them. But look at that guy, a little bitty. You look, he ain't even hardly the size of my blade there. Somebody, he's just a small thing. But a lot of times what happens, the reason why I keep these things is maybe, you know, a hook gets stuck in them or something, or you try to take a hook out and you hurt your breaker jaw or something, and it's just not good to turn them back if they ain't gonna be able to live. So that's the reason why I keep them. Not because, you know, I need the meat or anything like that. It's just, you know, this guy might have broke his jaw, and that's why I kept him. So it's just kind of a being nice to the fish that you do have. I turn them here like that. Again, cut them right behind the little dot there. And these guys they're pretty easy. So you just take real lightly, push down, go to his belly, real lightly, because you get hard with these guys, you'll cut them in half. So you want to be careful. All right, same routine as the big brim. Go under here and just start following down the spine with the tip of your blade. Sometimes it'll hang up on you. Sometimes it won't. Sometimes it'll go smooth, depending on what you're doing there. Sorry, now y'all can't see that. There you go. And just make you like a little access hole, like I said, on that corner right there. Follow your line down. Follow your line. You can hear that. I don't know if you hear that or not. That's your spine. You hear that? Brr, that little brr. All right. Open it up. Follow it out. Just be careful, just not to poke yourself, stab yourself, whatever, you know. Because these little guys they're kind of tiny. Alright, and make sure you grab it with your thumb. A lot of times it's a lot better. So just going against his rib cage. Don't cut into it, because that's the main thing that people tend to do. They cut into the rib cage, and then they're ever picking fish bones out of their fish. But you see how just opening them up, and just keep going. Go on down to the belly. You see that little silver plate in there? That's his belly. That's his whole cage. That cage is together. So you ain't hurting no. You ain't getting no guts or nothing like that in there. Kind of cut, turn them sideways where you got a good grip on him, and just cut like you would a bass or anything else. Stay along the spine, cut to the end, flip him down there. I'm gonna back up. Hang on a second. There you go. See, I can see it. All right, cut down. A lot of people freak out if they see like a little piece of skin or something like that on it. It'll cook up just fine, that little piece right there. If you don't like it, all you gotta do is take it and just lay it flat, make one little cut, bam. Okay, so if you feel this doesn't have bone in it, but if you do feel it and like it has bone in this fillet, like if you can see that, say it has bone in this part right here in the center, don't cut all that. Just cut your center out, because a lot of times your bone's right there, because that's where your rib cage is at. So just cut it and all that, and there's a nice fillet from a brim. You seen how small it was. You never thought you'd got that much meat off one, right? A lot of people get about that much, and they try. Oh man, I cut them in half. I can't do it. It ain't hard to do. So just try it that way. It's pretty simple. And if you got any questions, any tips you need or anything like that, just let me know, and I'll do as best as I can to show you how to do this stuff. So with that said, I hope you guys have a great day, and God bless you.